Hi, I'm Shannon of The Strange is Beautiful, and I'll be teaching you 3 different yoga methods that can help prevent panic attacks. So panic attacks are different for everyone, but they can include physical sensations such as pounding or accelerated heart rate, hyperventilation, shaking or twitching of the body, and mental sensations such as feeling like you're not in reality, and compulsive behaviors such as skin scratching or cutting. So because panic attacks are so different for everyone, I'll be offering you 3 different methods so you can see which one works for you. So we'll be covering Child's Pose, Kapalabhati breath, and Sun salutations. Sometimes when the body wants to have a panic attack, all it needs is a child's pose, and you can stay there as long as you need to. If you have knee problems, child's pose might not be for you. Instead, stack some pillows on a chair or use your bed to take a supported variation of puppy dog pose. Cross your forearms in front of your forehead and rest there. Check the info below this video for a link to puppy dog variation. To practice child's pose, start on your hands and your knees. Let your knees be the width of your rib cage. Have your big toes touch and take your bum all the way to your heels. Extend your arms forward. Press your palms into the floor so that your forearms lift off of the mat. Melt your shoulders back and down. If you feel any tension, tightness, or discomfort in the shoulders, you can take your hands to the width of your mat or a little bit wider. If this is still uncomfortable, you can bend the arm so that the forearms melt into the floor. Or you can wrap your arms around your legs. Focus on your exhales. Let your exhales lengthen. You can stay here as long as you need to until you feel that your breath is smooth and you feel grounded. A child's pose might be all that you need to quell your panic, but sometimes I like to take cat-cow a few times afterwards just to bring some evenness of breath back into the body. If child's pose doesn't feel good in your body, it might mean that you actually need movement rather than stillness to calm your panic. So in this case, I'd practice Kapalabhati breath or sun salutations. I like to practice Kapalabhati breath when my body needs an extreme release of energy fast, or when I feel too weak or lightheaded to practice sun salutations. Kapalabhati breath is a type of pranayama, or breathwork, that focuses on your exhales to calm you and activates your core to focus your thoughts. Step 1 and 2 of how to practice Kapalabhati breath will teach you how to breathe into your nose while letting your belly relax so it can expand outward on your inhale, and will teach your core muscles to activate on the exhale. This will prep you to practice full Kapalabhati breath in step 3. Start lying down on your back. Place your right hand on the belly and left hand on top. Notice your natural breath. On your next inhale, fill up the belly, breathe into your hands, hold your breath at the top. Exhale, release. Again, inhale, fill up the belly, breathe into your hands, hold at the top. Exhale, release. Last time, inhale, breathe into the belly, breathe into your hands, hold at the top. Exhale, release. Start seated on a chair. Place your right hand on the belly, left hand on top. Inhale, breathe into your hands so the belly expands outward. And exhale, gently press your hands into the belly so the belly button draws in towards your spine. Again, inhale, breathe into your hands. And exhale, gently press your hands into the belly. And last time, inhale, breathe into the hands, let your center expand outward. And exhale, draw your belly button in towards your spine. and breathe normally. Kapalabhati breath is a type of pranayama that focuses on your exhales to release toxins out the body fast. To practice Kapalabhati breath, you will inhale into your nose, filling up your belly, and then forcefully exhale out the nose as you draw your navel in towards your spine. This forceful exhale will make a noise that sounds something like this. We will first practice Kapalabhati slowly, one at a time, and then in continuous rounds if it feels okay in your body. Start seated in a chair. Place your right hand on your belly, left hand on top. Notice your natural breath for a moment. Notice how the belly expands out on your inhale and comes gently in on your exhale. This time, inhale into the nose, fill up the belly, and in one quick motion, forcefully exhale out the nose, drawing your navel in towards your spine. Inhale again, and forcefully exhale. Take this a few more times at your own pace, thinking of the word out or release or cleanse with every exhale. Let out all toxins, release all negativity, cleanse your body with fresh air. You can continue at this pace 10 to 20 times, or you can try it continuously like this. Sometimes practicing Kapalabhati breath continuously as so can be too aggravating, so please notice if you become more anxious or irritated, and if so, please stop and find your normal breathing. If practicing Kapalabhati breath continuously feels good, take it 10 to 20 times, then pause and breathe normally. Repeat this up to 3 rounds. Please stop practicing immediately if you begin to feel lightheaded or any other discomfort. Find your normal breathing, and if you're feeling up to it, let's take the last round. Once you are done practicing, you can either stay seated for a few moments, notice how you feel, and slowly return to your daily activities mindfully. Or if you're just about to go to bed, you can take a forward fold that will promote extra relaxation. Staying seated, take a wide stance with your legs and fold into self. You can stay seated or press into your hands to slowly begin to straighten your legs. If your hamstrings are tight or you feel discomfort in your back, pigeon-toe your feet and bend your knees. You can place a pillow, a blanket, or a yoga block or bolster underneath your head to further ground you. Stay here for 3 to 10 breaths. Walk your hands to your left leg and find a high lunge. Tuck your right leg underneath yourself and sit comfortably. You can also end this sequence with a child's pose or legs up the wall. The third yoga method is sun salutations for when your body feels overly energized and perhaps even tense. One way to practice sun salutations for panic attacks is by mimicking that high energy of panic that you have, by practicing them fast, and then taking an abrupt forward fold to sort of shock your body into a sense of calm. Every movement in a sun salutation sequence happens on an inhale or an exhale. Because everyone's panic attacks are different, your breath pace might be faster or slower than mine, so I can't guide you in this method, but I can tell you how to try it on your own. When you start to feel panic, practice one round of sun salutations in a speed that feels best for you and matches your energy. What I mean by matching your energy level is, do you feel agitated and feel like running? Then start your sun salutations at a fast speed. After the first round, take the second round at a medium speed and the last round at a slow speed. After the last round, take a forward fold and hold there for at least 3 breaths. Come down to the floor if you start to feel dizzy. Otherwise, after you've held for 3 breaths, roll up slowly to stand up and press your forehead into a wall. The second way to practice sun salutations for panic attacks is by keeping a steady pace and holding downward facing dog or child's pose for 3 breaths in between each round. I will lead you on this second method, but I won't be guiding you with too much detail. If you would like to learn the form of sun salutations in detail, please check pages 11 through 16 in the Strange is Beautiful guide. I recommend memorizing sun salutation A so that when you are panicking, you can practice sun salutations without having to think hard about it, because I know from personal experience that it's hard to think at all when you are about to have a panic attack. I will give you 2 options of how to end your sun salutations. The first way will take 4 minutes, the other will take 10 minutes total. Do whichever one you have time to practice. Start standing in mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your arms up and over your head, and exhale, fold into self. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. Exhale, plant your palms down and step back to plank. Lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway up for half cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up to plank, and exhale, take downward facing dog. Hold here for 3 long, smooth breaths. Come to your tippy toes, bend your knees, and step your feet in between your hands. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. Exhale, fold into self. Inhale, sweep your arms up and over your head. Bring your palms to the heart center. Again, inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hinge over the hips, fold into self. Inhale, lengthen halfway up for a flat back. Exhale, step back to plank and lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lengthen your heart forward for half cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up to plank. And exhale, take downward facing dog. Hold here for 3 breaths. Come to your tippy toes, bend your knees, and step your feet in between your hands. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. Exhale, fold into self. Inhale, sweep your arms up, come up, bring the palms to touch, and palms come to the heart center. Last time, inhale, sweep your arms up and over your head. Exhale, hinge over the hips, fold into self. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. Exhale, plant your palms down and step back to plank. Lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, draw your heart forward for half cobra. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press up to plank. Exhale, take downward facing dog. Hold here for 3 long, smooth breaths. breaths. Walk your hands to your feet and grab onto opposite elbows to hang. If this is a lot in your lower back or your hamstrings, you can bend the knees so much that your ribs rest on your thighs. If this is still intense, take your feet to the width of your mat or wider than the width of your mat. If you would like some extra relaxation and grounding, place a yoga block or bolster or a stack of pillows or blankets underneath your forehead or underneath the crown of your head. Let your exhales trickle down your spine and out your head. Slow down here. Move the props to the side if you are using any. Heel toe your feet so that they are frontal hip bone distance apart. Walk your hands forward to plank. And lower the knees down. Have your big toes touch. Take your bum all the way to your heels for child's pose. Hold here for 5 breaths. And come back to your hands and your knees and make your way onto your back. Keep the knees bent, feet on the floor, and lie down. Lower your arms by your sides and scooch the heels of your feet in until your fingertips can almost touch them. Make sure your feet are frontal hip bone distance apart and that they're parallel with each other. Press into the palms, press the fronts of your shoulders down, and inhale, lift your hips up, bridge pose. If this is enough, stay here, or you may interlace your fingers behind your back, straighten the arms, and snuggle the shoulders a little bit more underneath yourself. Let your exhales run down the torso and out the knees. Breathe here evenly, smoothly. If your fingers were interlaced, release them and slowly roll all the way down one vertebra at a time. Take your arms out into a T, let your feet be at the width of your mat, and without moving your feet, lower your knees down to the left. Inhale, bring the knees back up and lower the knees down to the right. Inhale, bring the knees up, lower the arms down by your sides, extend your right leg up to the ceiling and cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Flex the right foot. You can stay there or interlace your fingers behind your left thigh and draw both legs into your chest for thread the needle. With every inhale, breathe into any spots of tension that you feel in your hips. With every exhale, release this tension. On your next exhale, lower the legs down and take the other side. Extend the left leg up, cross the left ankle over the right thigh, and flex the left foot. Press your left thigh out with your left hand. You can stay here, or you can interlace your fingers behind your right thigh and draw the legs in towards your chest for thread the needle. Fill up your hips with breath, let them expand, and exhale, release any tension from the body, out the legs, out the toes. On your next exhale, lower both of the legs back down to the mat. For your Shavasana, you can take traditional Shavasana by just laying down on your back with your legs extended, frontal hip bone distance apart, and your arms by your sides, palms up. Sometimes I feel like I'm suffocating with traditional Shavasana, so I need a lift to help me breathe. If this happens to you and you have 2 yoga blocks, you can set one block on the high level for your head and the other on the medium level for your shoulder blades to rest off of. If you don't have yoga blocks, you can fold a pillow in half, stack 2 pillows on top, and roll a towel to support your neck, which will give you the same lift as using the 2 yoga blocks. Other times, this lift can bring back anxiety for me, so I need grounding. If this happens to you, try legs up the wall. You can tie a scarf or use a yoga strap around your legs below your knees to help your legs relax. If it's okay in the mind, let the eyes close. Otherwise, focus on a point on the ceiling. Set a timer by you for 5 to 10 minutes. I like to have my timer on the chime sound or anything pleasant so it doesn't give me anxiety or startle me when it goes off. After you've settled into your Shavasana, I will now lead you into a muscle tension visualization. Pause the video after this visualization is done so that you can finish your full Shavasana, whether it be 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Notice how your breath feels and start to visualize what the breath looks like. Give the breath a cooling or warming color, perhaps light blue or light yellow. With every inhale, imagine a hand is coming into your body and picking up the spot of tension. With every exhale, imagine your breath helping the hand to remove this tension from your body. Repeat this in all areas of your body that is tense. Melt, release, become heavy, relax into the earth. When you're done with either variation, bend your knees, roll onto your right side, and pause for a breath. Then slowly press up to come up and set your intention for the rest of the day. Everyone feels fear and chaos and confusion. This is normal. But it is how you react to these feelings that is important. We always have a choice. Life always has choices and changes. Let go and be okay with the natural shiftings of the universe. Though you don't have control over everyone and everything, you do have control over how you respond to these changes and shiftings. You are in control.